right? Me too. Do you want to give the intro?
Welcome to our Q&A session. So people responded on our videos saying that a Q&A would be really helpful. So we have a couple questions that people have sent in, and we're going to give you guys a couple of answers. Our first question is, do we have a route, or are we just winging it?
I think we have some ideas of like generally where we want to go, and it's gonna kind of depend on when we actually hit the road. And
yeah, we're winging it. We want to go hopefully out east for the fall and be in Maine for the fall, but we don't know if we're gonna make it and get the van done in time, so everyone, fingers crossed. And then kind of from there, I think we're gonna go south and then start heading west throughout the winter, and then kind of go back up north and cut back across. So we'll probably spend most of the winter in the south, but Bryce and I love snow, so we're definitely gonna make a few trips up to Colorado, maybe Montana when it's snowing, and brave the winter cold.
And I think that's like one of the good things about living in a van is that, you know, if there's a weekend that we just want to go up to Colorado during the winter for, you know, just a few days, we can do that. So a lot of it's going to be winging it, but if we can leave in the next couple weeks, I think we're going to start northeast and then, like Katie said, start going south from there.
Yeah. Next question is, what are we doing for Wi-Fi? Great question. Definitely an area of concern of ours.
Definitely.
But we're kind of going for the best of what is out there. So we installed the newest version of the WeBoost on our van, big antenna sticking off the top of the van. So that is a signal booster that will essentially, we can use our phones as hotspots, and then it'll boost our signal if we're in a place that maybe doesn't have the best signal. We should get kind of full bars and should be able to work that way, just using our phones as hotspots. And then, you know, if we have to, if we're in a place where maybe we're not getting the best internet, you know, we're probably going to stick around towns and cities that'll have public places like coffee shops and libraries and things like that with Wi-Fi, and we're planning to just kind of utilize those when we need to and when we want to. We had another question. Where are we going to go first? It's pretty similar to, do we have a plan? But
George just stole my water.
He loves water bottles. I think the true answer is we're going to test it out here in the front yard.
George, that's my water, homie.
That's not for you.
No.
Another question. Is George coming with us?
No,
I
sadly.
wish. But he's not our dog. But we love him. George, do you have any questions that you would like to ask the group?
Can I have the water bottle?
So another question is, where are we going to go first? Which is kind of similar to the question we had earlier, which was, do we have a plan of where we're going? But I think it's a little different because first, we're definitely just going to test out the van at home, because I'm sure there's things that we forget and things that, you know, we think we built a certain way for what we needed, but maybe we want to change things up a little bit, and just easier to figure that out, you know, parked in the driveway than out in Maine. So ideally, if we can get a little bit of time to just test it out at home, that'd be good.
Yeah. I guess that goes into our next question, which is, when's our launch date? I think our original goal was October 1st, and we're coming up really fast on that. It is, September 21st? September 22nd? I don't know. But, so it's coming up really fast, but we've made a ton of progress, and I don't know if we're going to make it. It's going to be really close. Katie doesn't think so, but she hasn't thought October 1st was realistic from the beginning.
That's true. We're a lot closer than I thought we would be.
You know, even if it ends up being like October, middle of October, I think that's still fine. And, you know, depending on when we actually launch is going to depend on, or is going to tell us exactly where we're going to go first. So we'll see, but we will definitely let you guys know and keep you guys updated throughout the entire thing.
Next question.
Nice transition.
Does Bryce currently sleep in the van every night?
Yes.
No.
I don't. I should though.
We haven't slept in the van once yet, and the day we bought it, I suggested when it was just empty that we sleep in it that night to test it out, but Bryce didn't want to.
Yeah, we're gonna do that enough. Another question we got was, why are we doing it ourselves? And why are we not just buying an already finished one, or just a finished RV? I think there's a few reasons, which also goes into another question of how much are we actually saving by doing it ourselves. So you can buy a finished one by Winnebago at like Camping World.
Like a Ram ProMaster, like the same size as ours, but just all done up.
For basically 90 grand. I think all in, you know, we might be able to save 30 to 40 grand, which I mean is a decent chunk of change. But that's not even the entire reason that we're doing it, is to save money. I think we both wanted the experience of actually building it out ourselves, and I think when you do that, you can make it more customizable to what suits your needs and what you like. And I think it feels more like an actual home. When you go buy just an RV or one that's completely finished up, I think it feels like an RV. I mean, it's not bad. Some people like that, which is, I mean, to each their own. But I think we wanted it to feel more like a home. And
especially since we're going to live in it full time. Yeah, I totally agree. We were really excited about doing the build process. And I think we wouldn't have maybe committed to doing Vanlife without that piece of it, because I think we were both really excited about learning about that stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like we have learned a lot. There's still so much that we don't know, but like even just doing the oven, like if you told me 2 months ago that I would fix an oven from 1960, I would tell you that you were crazy and that I knew nothing about it. Now I feel like I know how ovens work.
Right.
I feel like I know the ins and the outs of the oven industry. You got a problem, let me know.
Yeah, right.
Katie's oven business.
Let's
get cooking.
That would be a sight to see. Short answer is we wanted to have the experience and actually learn how to build some of the stuff ourselves and use it as a learning experience. We wanted to save money, and we wanted it to feel more like a home.
I mean, seriously, I feel like we have skills now. Like when we own like a, you know, like a normal home.
Definitely.
Like, and things go wrong, we might actually kind of know what we're talking about.
Yeah, like I actually think I've learned a pretty good amount about plumbing and electricity and solar.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, and just construction. And I mean, my dad's been helping us a ton with this entire build. We would not be where we are without my dad.
Which has also been so fun.
Yeah, but it's been super helpful to learn from him, and I'm definitely picking up on some things that I think are just good skills to end up having. Another question we got is, where are we most excited to go? For me, I think where I'm most excited to go is Alaska. I think driving to Alaska is gonna be.
We don't even know for sure if we're going to.
We're gonna go. We're doing it.
And that's it. What you're most excited about?
Yes, it's happening.
I thought you'd be excited about Bryce Canyon.
Oh, great point. I'm also super stoked about that. I think driving to Alaska would be really cool. All the way up through Canada and spend some time in Canada. I think I think that's what I'm looking forward to the most. I have no idea when that's going to happen. I don't want to go in the dead of winter, so it probably won't happen for maybe
6
another
months or
year,
something?
6 months. Yeah, I don't know.
If we're playing in the land of make believe,
Why wouldn't we go to Alaska?
I'm most excited about us going to South America.
We can definitely do that.
It's like America, but south.
Yeah.
We were excited to go a lot of places, honestly. I don't think there's one destination where I'm like, that's going to be the destination, you know?
Yeah. I also think we're going to go places that we don't anticipate going. And I don't know everywhere that we're actually going to end up. I know some people actually ship their vans like overseas to Europe or, Africa or New Zealand. And I think doing that would also be really cool. I don't know if that's in our future or not, but that's something that I would be pretty excited about. So we're going to see. But for me, what I'm going to make happen is we're going to go to Alaska, and it's going to be sweet.
Love it. What do you like most about our van so far?
That's a tough question. Maybe our countertop.
Oh,
I like the countertop a lot.
good choice.
We got a live edge butcher block, and it's pretty cool. We haven't completely finished it up either, and I think it's going to turn out pretty well.
I'm most excited about our herringbone ceilings. Still a debate of whether we're going to have herringbone ceilings. It seems like some of us want them, and some of us don't want to do the work to have them.
Okay, so here is the issue. Katie wants a herringbone ceiling, which is a ton of work, and up to this point, I will say that I have done more work on the van than you have, and if we do the herringbone ceiling,
Get a load of this.
it's gonna be me and my dad that are doing it. So Katie's gonna be like, oh yeah, I want that, and then it's gonna get done after a long time and a ton of work, and she's gonna be like, oh, that looks cool, but actually doing the work is the issue.
So you admit it will look cool.
Yeah, I think it'd look good.
Perfect.
Do I want to do the work? No,
Problem
probably not
solved.
gonna do the work.
All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate you guys, and if you have any other questions, leave them in the comments. We can always do another Q&A. This was a lot of fun, and talk to you guys soon.